Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kick it away first. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will get the first swing of the game. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
On second down, looking to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC would be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Tackle is made after the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
The run from the shotgun. Open space at the 25. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rebels offense will have its first possession of the game. Both of these defenses, David, anchored by star middle backers.
I mean, they're just stars right in the middle of the defense. You'll see them go sideline to sideline, and they will make plays all over the field.
Yeah, these guys are the heart and souls of their defense. They're the leaders. Everybody looks up to them. They're constantly making plays.
Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
And now they got to put it together, right? And this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches. And so this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the returner will be knocked down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast, wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team there.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Maddox. They're bringing heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situation.
Time to take a shot. He's got it down the left side. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
And as a defense, you have to be aware, just because this guy lines up all the way to the right, that doesn't mean he's going to run routes all the way across your face. They lost track of him, and because of that, it was a big explosive play.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's Darnold. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. Fakes his man out. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Back to throw, it's Maddox. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field. Touchdown, Georgia! And the defense doing work. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoot and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out of it.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Coastal Carolina was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Conway. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the returner will be brought down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a second down play. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And they can't make the play on third down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
Smith through the line. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Off the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for second down. To the air, it's Maddox. Pocket starts to collapse. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Really good job on the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give out of the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Humphries. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Bell. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
On the run, it's Haynes. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Offense facing fourth down.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? Try to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Ball is loose. Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry up. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Up-tempo for the offense. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Got a man. It's Wolf. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Looking for blockers. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Touchdown, Rebels. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Syracuse.
The give to the back.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. He'll take a deep shot here. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship, Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him tonight.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Georgia sends out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. A first down for the offense. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Rebels in the hurry-up. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Glass half full, glass half empty, guys. Obviously, great. They got a completion. You prefer that over incompletions or interceptions. Glass half empty. Maybe that 3rd down a bit more manageable, but not much.
Dropping back, it's Maddox. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Off play action. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll call for the fair catch here. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
At the 35, he's loose. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Unloads it left. Got his man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Darnold. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They get to the line quickly. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Got it in the middle. It's right. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Providing more yards with the spin move. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Rebels are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter to do. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
The play action fake. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in past week.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. Bringing it back, it's Evans. Smashes through the tackle. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage and help keep these 3rd downs manageable.
Now, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punter.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I think the quarterback at this point just needs to settle down. We saw the interception earlier in the game, and all of a sudden on that throw, just really bad fundamentals. The quarterback just needs to settle himself, get himself into a rhythm, trust his fundamentals, because that's going to help his accuracy.
Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So David
fires one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll give it to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Maddox. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse. Move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
Using his legs, it's Robinson. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Bell. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They move the tight end all over. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Showed off just about every move in the book except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida State has the lead at this time, but there haven't been quite as many tomahawk chops today as we expected. This is close. They're up by 4 over Virginia Tech. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Caught behind the line. It's right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Looking downfield, it's Maddox. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Running it to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Rebels will punt this one away.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
He'll bring it back. It's Evans. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finds a crease at the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
Brought down at the 8-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Humphreys. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Leaves it with the back. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
Handoff to the fullback. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And that one will give them the lead.
Make no mistake about it. Bring in the beef, right? Bring in all the extra offensive linemen, the tight end. You know what we're going to do. We're going to line up, and we are going to smash 4th and goal situation. They are successful playing a little bully ball with the big boys up front.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
Washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
Looking for a block. It's Evans. He gets a block. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And, David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They'll try the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And the Rebels want to move quickly. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Running back searching for a hole. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety.
And that's a big-time play by this defense. When you needed it the most in the fourth quarter, this game is super close. It's tight. Not only do you make a play and get a stop, you put points on the board and you get the football back with a chance to salt this football game away. That's how defenses step up late in games.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The give on the inside. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Dogs are moving quickly down the field. Hand off to Jones. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
On second down, he'll let it fly. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job.
Just what they've hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. From the gun, the running back has it. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A little release to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They've got the screen set up. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
They're testing the right side here. Plows through the defense. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. He's got his man. Makes one man miss. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Back to the ground with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Darnold. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
Well, no question. They've got to score a touchdown and get the two-point conversion here. But that's a good start to this 2-minute drive. You always want to get it going. You want to get that momentum going, put the defense on their heels. They accomplished that with the last throw.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
I don't know if the quarterback could have thrown that one any better. I mean, he literally put that right on the face mask of his guy. Receivers just got to catch it.
Back to throw. It's Maddox. Coming after him. He's going to take off. Turns it on in midfield. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Rebels are on the move.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play. It's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Offense set on first down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Oh, it's loose. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Man, what a break. Great job following the football. Great job having some...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Second down coming up. From the gun, running back on the move. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They're going to ride this running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, running back gets to give. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth. It's keep that.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
Let's go. This is how you make it interesting. Your defense has to come through, has to make the big play, and they do. Clock running out, you get the ball back to your offense. Way to force the issue, create the interception.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Flips it out in the flat.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Back to throw, it's Maddox. They're trying to get to it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.